assignments out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded about a yard deep. There he goes left side. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. Corey Grant, 101 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And that right there, Mr. Davis, was kickoff return number 11 in Super Bowl history.
And it's such a game changer usually. I think about Jacoby Jones when he did it with the Baltimore Ravens and how that really flipped things in the game and really gave them a jolt and an extra spark.
Yeah, that was Super Bowl 47. It also happened in Super Bowl 48. Percy Harvin, Seattle versus Denver. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. A big run that time by Elliott. 53 yards on the ground. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They've had a tough time tracking him down all night, and that might have been the best chapter in the Super Bowl book so far.
And I don't want to jinx him, but I just saw the engraver walk by with the Super Bowl MVP trophy. Maybe it's in order for him.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten from a yard out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover it.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now Henning. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On the toss, here's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go.
Henning. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They come out here in the I. In motion, Julius Thomas. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Jaguars. Corey Grant with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars are back within a score. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here comes the Jags defense as they get back out there. Last drive, touchdown, surrender. Here, see if they can stop it.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He'll get the football here. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Malik Jackson there to make the stop. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop him here. So now we're going to see that loading the box.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Oh, you can't teach that. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now back onto the field. Here comes the Cowboys defense. And they'll see if they can get one final stop with this crowd behind them.
And let's face it, as much as we want to say it's all about the guys on the field, they can get some help right here from the home crowd. And they're going to try their best to get them motivated, get them involved. But they're going to need to make a play or two in order to keep them in that spot.
The crowd's making some noise now. And he cuts it right sideline. And all the way down to the 5. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 71 yards. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. Black 35. Black 35.
They'll try to run with Ivory. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Right 20. Right 20.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Yeah, I know only one of them counts, but this one looks like it's going to lead to a victory. I know we're not supposed to count anyone out, but with that little bit of time left on the clock, it'd take almost a miracle for them to lose this one.
It would, and this is going to sound cliche. It's been such a great game. You just hate to see one side lose, but, hey, they earned it. And the lead is now 2. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew,